Welcome to the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta. Here is your starting grid for the season opening race. Nick Pericles put it on the pole in a rather interesting qualifying session by 1/1000th of a second faster than Jake Baskinger and 10/1000ths of a second faster, or actually 1/10th of a second faster than Kenny Myatt. DJ Curtis in 4th. Bouchard is in 5th. Great to see Dorn and Bouchard doing great with his brand new team CJ Racing. 4th and 5th for CJ Racing. 6th for Ace Vito. Great showing by him in the Zeos Honda. 7th for Dodd. 8th for Fitzwater. 9th for John Arndt. Great to see him in a competitive ride this season, or a more competitive ride. 10th for Padcar. 11th for Allen. 12th for Tauger. Trek Tauger's return for Zeos Honda. We're unsure how long he's going to stay, but he is the oldest driver on the grid. 13th for Bobby Jones in the DNC. 14th for Shepard in another DNC. 15th for Griffin in the custom car that GLM's running. More on that later. Caldwell is 16th. Brock is 17th. Noah Hart is 18th. Bad run by Noah Hart in qualifying. 19th for Sean Angel. 20th for Roush. 21st for Monaco. 22nd for Ray Hall. 23rd for Jack Halleck, the rookie. 24th for Vince Freeze. 25th for Lamas. 26th for Madeline Myatt. Terrible qualifying run for the reigning champion. 27th for Vanderpesh. 28th for Bichelia. 29th for Davidson. 30th for Chase Dunbar. 31st for Benjamin Dover. 32nd for Dormitory. 33rd for Wallish. 34th for Becca Moss, who was the slowest car in qualifying. And then Marian Shallrot and Moshe Gurian both crashed in their qualifying runs, so that put them back down the order. Shallrot was actually qualifying really well. Gurian has struggled with his car this weekend, and he was down in 33rd before the accident. Anyway, let's go down to the race. Nick Pericles will lead the field down to the green for the season opener here at Road Atlanta. Bad start by Pericles, great start by Baskinger and Myatt third. Looks like a bad start from 4th position on the grid. I believe that was Bouchard, but it looks like Baskinger is already going to take the lead. Myatt now in the BJSU number 9 car is going to try and take over 2nd position. Of course, that car is a rotating team. Pericles did not get a great start here for the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta, but Baskinger takes off to an early lead as they start battling side by side down through the gulch here. As, looks like, watch out for Bouchard, Madeline Meyer. No, I'm sorry, that's Grayson Ace Vito's around in the back. And, there's a couple of cars getting collected as well. And that is not good for Grayson Ace Vito, who is stuck backward. And Madeline Meyer, Cody Lamas, 16 of Vance Caldwell are all going to get caught up there, and Ace Vito looks like he's done. So Jake Baskinger will lead at the end of the first lap in his home race here at around Road Atlanta, or around Georgia. Pericles 2nd, Myatt 3rd, Curtis 4th, Arndt is in 5th position. Great start by him, 9th to 5th. Dodd is in 6th, 7th is Zachary Fitzwater, 8th is Padcar, 9th is Alex Allen, and 10th is Trek Tauger. And Bobby Jones has to pit because of a jump start violation, as does one of the Danekers. The Daneker Wildcats of Ryan Griffin also has to come into the pits for a jump, or no, he's actually getting some tires, so. And Zool Dormitory in the 78 car and Odyssey 8, Grayson Ace Vito all have to pit because of damage, and I think he's going to be done. More shenanigans further up the track as Bobby Jones would leave the pits right into Vance Caldwell they go, and off into the hay bales they go, and out of the race those two cars will go. So these two of Caldwell and Jones, well, Jones is going to keep going here. No, Jones is done. They're going to fall out of the race. Battle for 4th is heating, or actually, 4th is heating up between DJ Curtis and John Arndt. Arndt is trying his best to get over the 4th position here. He is one of the fastest cars on track, and he is going to, I think, steal that 4th position away here from DJ Curtis as they kind of go through this gulch. It's a very risky area to make a move. However, John Arndt is going to rocket his way down the hill again and take over the position. So Jake Baskinger now is coming up to Bobby Jones, who is really slow on this track here. Got to be really careful here. Baskinger's going to get held up here by Jones. That's a big hold up here. Here comes Pericles over the hill with a big run. That's going to desperately cost Baskinger a lot of time there, as Pericles is all over his back bumper, as now John Arndt is all over the back of Myatt now for 3rd. course, Kenny Myatt is one of the best on this track. He is a 6-time winner of the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta. And he's right now pacing himself, as it looks like, as Myatt is really fast through this section of the track here. And this is where Jake Baskinger isn't very strong, is through here. And this is where Pericles and them have a shot. However, Baskinger gaps him on straights. Jordan Bouchard and William Brock would bring it down the pit road as well with tire issues, so tough break for them. Sean Angel's got some right front damage there on his 81 car. Not a great start to the year for BFM. None of their cars really were in a position to really do anything. Alex Allen's, of course, got a lot of rear end damage. He's in 9th, though. Sean Angel has a lot of damage as well. And where is the 41 Don? Don is in 6th position, so he's doing all right. But it hasn't been the start of the year that they would have wanted. I thought that they would have wanted to come in here and start murdering everybody, and they're not getting that successfully done. Here's what happened to the former the former Grand Prix of Road Atlanta winner, Alex Allen, here, as he's battling with Fitzwater here. I'm not exactly sure if this is where it took place, believe it or not. However, I can only imagine it did through the hill. And yeah, looks like this is where it did. And just around he went. Tauger also went for a bit of a ride. And that's where the 81 got some right front or left front damage. It's a tough break for BFM in that situation. John Arndt's going over for 3rd position on Myatt now as they rocket down the hill into the start-finish straight here at Road Atlanta. And it looks like Arndt's going to get that position. I don't think the 9's really got a car that he likes right now. And it looks like there goes the 83 into 3rd position. So that's Arndt. Myatt's fighting back, though. That's a very spirited fight back, however. I don't seem to see that it's working well. Up right there. There goes the 83 into 3rd. We'll be back at the Viper Techs. Here is one of the rookies, Chase Dunbar. He is running 22nd position, battling with Madeline. Myatt massively got held up. Didn't have a great qualifying run. Myatt didn't. Our reigning champion now is trying to fight through some of these cars here. There's Becca Moss in the 84 Silver Speed car. She's been vastly outperformed this weekend by her teammates, who are running 1st and 3rd, or 2nd and 3rd right now, as she's in between Talio Wallash and Moshe Durian. Is wow, Myatt's trying to move on the outside of a chicane. That was a very aggressive move, but it looks like it's going to pay off for her as, well, oh wow, the Viper Tech's fighting back, though, in the Aston Martin Vanquish. That's Dunbar, like I said. However, Myatt should just have a car that just that blitzes these guys, because that Civic Type R is a very quick car there. And yes, right there, that proves it. Now, the Daniker Wildcat of the 35 of Kyle Bichelia, 24th position, he didn't qualify very well, is going to be fighting pretty hard here with Chase Dunbar. John Arndt, to a lesser extent, Kenny Myatt now, by a country mile, have been faster this last lap than the 2 cars in front of him, especially Arndt. Arndt just set the fastest lap in the race, I believe, in the 83, and Arndt is a man on a mission to take over the lead of this race. He had a pretty disappointing season last year, and I think he's going to want to get over that. He was with the SPN Brigade, which isn't back this year, might I add. I kind of forget. It's been such a long time now. And now John Arndt with Silver Speed looks very, very strong. And I don't know necessarily if Pericles is going to put that much of a fight up to him, because they are teammates. Here comes Padcar again, looking low on Don. Not going to make the move stick, though. And Don is going to still remain in 5th position. Huge train of cars here behind Zachary Fitzwater in 8th position. Aiden Shepard, Scott Roush, Noah Hart in the 18 car. Surprised we're not seeing Noah Hart higher up the grid. He didn't qualify that well. Zayd Davidson and Eric Monaco in the Reddit Davis Volkswagen, doing their best. There's the Zeos Honda of Truck Tauger in 3rd. Zeos Honda, of course, Ace Vito fell out of the race, and Madeline Myatt isn't doing very well, so Tauger is actually leading a pretty disappointing race for Zeos there. There's the KR Subaru. There was questions whether that team would even see the grid. His teammate Cody Lamas is a long way down the order, though. That's Christian Vanderpesch. Great to see Vanderpesch back from injury, might I also say. He had a pretty big testing wreck a few years back, or actually last year, and wasn't able to compete last year. It's great to see him in 15th. There's rookie Jack Halleck. fighting for Rookie of the Year this year. He started a couple races last year in the second Tech. Roman Rahal and Vince Prix are driving the remaining 2 Reddit Davis cars. Those cars don't have a lot of power. They're the opposite of the Silver Speed cars, but they are the best in the cornering complexes. And it shows just by how quickly they are getting through the first sector of this track. In the speed trap, they're pretty much useless. Becca Moss has been nowhere this week, and then we're back to the Wallish, Gurian. Gurian's been absolutely nowhere. Considering his teammates leading the race, Gurian hasn't done hardly anything this week. And now he's making a move on Wallash there, on Tyler Wallash, and that's a pretty good battle. Oh, they're going down the hill, making a little bit of contact there, 21 and the 73, however, they managed to make that one work. You're not going to get away with that too often, though, around here. Oh, look at the one car. She just pounced on that, gained a ton of time on them there. And we're going to stay with this battle a little bit here as the one now is fighting pretty hard to keep that position, or no, at least gain these positions. The 73 is going to lose, or the 21 is going to lose the position. No, maybe not. 73 as they're battling pretty hard through here. Oh, the 21's losing it, and around they go into the wall. The 21 is done, and takes out the 22, his teammate, and not a whole lot Madeline Mine can do there, but I think she's going to have to pit with damage repair as well, so that's not going to be good for her either. And now you've got a battle for second between Pericles and Art. Now with help from Sean Angel, the left car, as Baskinger's long gone. Pericles has been massively held up by Angel there, and this is actually bringing Myatt into the battle for second. And here they go up the hill, and it looks like the 82 car is going to hold the position for now. However, we do know that Arn is faster than the 82. And Arn's going to want to make this quick and careful because he does not want to see Myatt get into this battle. And it actually looks like Pericles is going to hold the position right now. And Myatt's going to close in anyway on that here. As up, the 83 is going to try and fight back. Keep in mind the Silver Speeds are faster down the straights than the 9 is. And, oh, here comes the 83 diving down low. Late braking move. That battle's really heating up there as Baskinger's long gone in the lead. And now Arndt is going to try and fight back as they rocket down Death Valley. And this is where things get really crazy because you've got now Sean Angel now holding up Baskinger there, or I'm sorry, Pericles there, and oh, this is where things are going to get wild here as Pericles is diving down low. Here comes Myatt down low as well on Arndt. And Angel's just trying everything he can, but that car just isn't very quick. And, oh, Pericles is going to get the position there as now Myatt's fighting back on Arndt. Beating and banging through the final corner of the track. Looks like Myatt's going to get that, or Arndt's going to hold the spot, though. In the braking zone, however, we would have a big stack up here with Noah Hart slamming into the back of Scott Roush. And that is not going to be good for Roush there, and I believe Hart's going to have to bring it down pit road here. Yes, he is. He's got a lot of front-end damage, and his home race is not going very well in the Dairy Queen 18 car. Meanwhile, the 25 has been very hard to keep a hold of it, and this is the next lap. Him and Zachary Fitzwater would make contact going down the hill. Fitzwater doesn't give him a whole lot of room. And oh, there's a crash behind him. That is the 31 of Tauger, and Zayd Davidson have gone off into the tire wall. That's it for them. And here we go again here as Davidson and Tauger just are beating and banging a little too hard there, and they go into the tire wall. So tough break for both of them. Eric Monaco and the Chase Dunbar machine would get into some contact as I think Monaco was trying to pit, and off he goes into the grass out there. And he would actually have a tire go down because of that as he's trying to pit. He's trying to get back on the pit road and loses control trying to get back on it because he just missed the entrance. Tough break for Monaco. Race leader Baskinger has entered the pits along with second and third. Kenny Myatt actually pitted a lap early. No, Kenny Myatt didn't pit a lap early. Something happened to Myatt. Yeah, he was battling with Sean Angel here, and he's trying to get to the pits a lap early, and then around he goes into the grass and Sean Angel would actually fall out of the race because of that. So that's how Myatt lost all those spots. And now Dornan Bouchard is going to take over the position over John Hart because Bouchard is on a totally different strategy, keep in mind. He's going to still have to pit here in a little bit as Bouchard is fighting with Pericles for Vision second. And, ooh, that's an aggressive battle. Pericles has to keep it under control barely, and now Hart's going to be fighting back. Fourth now is going to be Eddie Padcar with Curtis, I believe, in fifth. Meanwhile, Jake Baskinger, who's never won this race before, but probably should have about 5 times now, is in a convincing lead, as he should be, because he has been very strong here in the past. Padcar and Curtis now are battling. These are 2 CJ Racing teammates. This is for 4th position now, as Curtis could make the move stick, but he is going to try and keep battling there, as I believe there's Bouchard coming in now. So that's another CJ Racing car bringing it down pit road, as there's the battle between Padcar and Curtis heating up. And now Kenny Myatt has a loose wheel on the track right here. So Kenny Myatt is going to have to bring it down pit road again, and I don't think he's going to get his 6th not American 700, but his 6th Road Atlanta Grand Prix of Road Atlanta win today. He has been nowhere ever since the little incident there with the lap car, which we're hearing is under investigation, so Sean Angel might be getting a strike for that. Baskinger now is trying to set up a move here on the lap car of Zolt Dormitory, and this should be a pretty easy move because Menervini's damaged and has no power in general, and that was a pretty easy move. Menervini's, of course, using the same cars as they used last year as the Action Terra, so they are experienced a big performance deficit, but Benjamin Dover, the driver of the 80, hasn't actually been that slow this weekend. He's running 22nd, which is a lot better than we thought he would be doing. He's doing better than the KR Subaru of Ramas, who's been nowhere. Shawaron, and then Madeline Myatt, who has struggled this weekend as well, battling with her father, actually. Down for the all-important position of, looks like 24th. Noah Hart, without a hood, is running P8. And this race, believe it or not, hasn't been as much of an attrition fest as some of the previous Road Atlanta races have been, but that's pretty impressive there. Noah Hart's running 8th without a hood. There's Aiden Shepard, the CSX number 6 for DNC. I believe he's the leader of the DNC brigade. I haven't seen much of William Brock. Brock's in 9th. Bobby Jones is out. Zayd Davidson is out. And the 6 car is leading the group. Well, no, maybe not. I'm thinking maybe Jones. I'm sorry. There's no way that Brock is ahead of him. Sorry. That was a mistake on my part. More problems for Alex Allen. He's having some mechanical problems with the BFM car, so an already damaged BFM car doesn't look much better today. Kyle Biscelli is in the final points paying position at 15th. Remember, there is a new point system this season. Only the top 15 get awarded points. Bouchard, Dunbar, Dover, Moss, and Lamas are right now outside looking in, and Moss has a lot of rear end damage, so something happened to that car. I'm going to try and see if I can go back and see what happened. Yeah, we can't find anything about what happened to Moss, however, I believe she just went off the track. It's a tough break for Moss, if you ask me. Driver on a bit of a move here is Eddie Padcar. Padcar, the winner of the season opener last year, is, I believe, one of the fastest cars on the track right now. Actually, Arndt's still the fastest car on the track. However, he's had issues with lap cars today. So he rockets through the order once again. Rockets through the time trying to catch his teammate again. However, Bastier just had a really quick time that time, and Arndt did because he had to deal with Zolt Dormitory. However, Noah Hart now has fallen his way back down to 23rd position with his rather slow pace, and now his teammate Kenny Myatt's catching him. Myatt's still a pretty quick car, however, like I said, he doesn't have much of a chance. I mean, he has to go halfway around the track to catch, not really halfway, but he could theoretically get the points. Kenny Myatt could, because we're not halfway through the race yet, or we're just about halfway through it. Madeline Myatt has some mechanical problems with her car, so tough break for her. She looks like she's pretty much done, and as is Becca Moss, more issues, so not a great race for either of these two female drivers. Kind of a sad thing because we thought Madeline Myatt was going to come in here with a blaze of glory, and she, in regards to her previous championship, and she hasn't really done much today. We believe that the leaders are going to pit this time. However, Nick Pericles has been a lot faster than Jake Baskinger's been the leader, and Baskinger, we believe, should be pitting this time. Yes, he is. Is Pericles going to? Pericles has been very good on older tires, however, he is going to bring it down. Is Arndt going to? Yes, he is. Pad car is going to, and it's a long way back to 5th, because some of the other cars have pitted already. And once again, it comes out in the same order as it was, as it is Jake Baskinger, Nick Pericles, Moss lap down, Arndt. DJ Curtis has leapfrogged Eddie Pad car. And now Dodd has leapfrogged a bunch of cars on pit. So Dodd and Brock, which Brock is on a different strategy, has leapfrogged Shepard. So, pretty interesting pit stop battle here. As here comes Roush out of the pits along with Moshe Gurian. There's Noah Hart, Vanderpesh, and Rahal. There's Halleck coming out, as well with Kyle Michelia already being out on track. And Bouchard has just taken over Benjamin Dover's position. And we have a battle for 3rd heating up between John Arndt on cold tires and DJ Curtis on hot tires here. This could be a big move for 3rd now, as Curtis is diving. Not going to get it that time, though. And looks like Curtis and Arndt are going to be doing battle some more, as Baskinger's gone. Just plain and simple, Baskinger's gone. Arndt now has really solidified his 3rd position over DJ Curtis as he passes Becca Moss with the lap car between them. Pad car is also closing in on that battle as well. However, you got to watch a little further up the field. You got Baskinger and Pericles doing battle, or not really doing battle. Pericles is actually a little slower than Baskinger if you look at the results right now. However, I think on that last lap, Pericles was held up by Moss. Because in theoretical composition, Pia Finland's been getting their position in the pit lane, their time on the pit lane, because Pericles reels him in, as does John Arndt. Another instance where Pericles takes 0.2 of a second out of Baskinger's lead. However, he's got to do more than that. He's got 20 to go, so that does give him time, and there is some lap traffic in front of Baskinger heating up here, like Madeline Myatt. However, and like I said, Baskinger's one of the best drivers here at Road Atlanta, so watch Baskinger as this race goes on. I think this is Baskinger's race to lose. Monaco and Gurian are well, actually, Gurian's a lap, Monaco's a lap down. Gurian is now up to 10th position, so he is doing well. Noah Hart's in 11th, however, I believe he saw us hit. Vanderpesh is 12th, Rahal 13th, so we're seeing some of these guys doing really well. Halleck is in the points, and Michelia is just on the outside, or it's just on the inside. Bouchard's got to catch him for the final point spot here. However, Halleck is the slowest out of the bunch in this group, I believe, as Bouchard's rapidly catching Halleck and Michelia. And Pericles is routinely cutting in almost a full second that time on the 37 car. The 82 is, so this could be a pretty interesting battle, as here comes the 83 and Curtis as well. Curtis is now the fastest. No, actually, I have to take that back. Arndt's the fastest lap of the race, because he's the only driver I've seen in the 120s. But Curtis is faster than Arndt, and everyone in front of him, really. Pericles now is cut into the lead to only a 2.5-second advantage for Baskinger. Pericles is coming, as is some of these other cars a little further back. However, the big mover's been Nick Pericles. Pericles is just setting fast lap after fast lap, faster laps than Baskinger can keep up with. The problem that Pericles is going to have is the fact that Baskinger's car is so fast down the straightaways that Pericles will have to resort to doing some pretty aggressive maneuvers in order to pass him. However, even worse for Baskinger, though, looks like he's going to have to deal with the one car who is down a cylinder, isn't down a cylinder, but aerodynamically that car is screwed up. So the one of Madeline Myatt really is going to be a nuisance for Jake Baskinger here, as Pericles is going to show his hand, is going to have to show his hand here. And now Baskinger's trying to dive low on Madeline Myatt, however, Myatt's trying to stay on the lead a lap. I really think Maddie should be giving this position up, however, the 37 now is getting ultra aggressive with the one car, and you're seeing the desperation lining up here as Pericles now is really closing in. It wasn't a very good lap for him there, but the tires are starting to age a bit there. Here comes this 37 making a move on the 1. This could be crucial for the race because Pericles hasn't done a great job getting by lap cars. This is the first car that's really given Baskinger trouble. Has been the 1, and now the 1 lets him go. Now, how easy will Pericles take Myatt? These two were in a fierce championship battle last year, Myatt, Pericles, and Pericles is going to be pretty easy on Myatt here. And that is a very, very smart move there by the 82, because the 82 is just going to out-drag her down the straightaway here. And that was a very easy move, and now the 82 is within striking distance of the 73, of the 37 rather, but it's all up to Baskinger. Baskinger's got the straightaway speed, however, this is where Pericles makes up so much of his time in car 82, is through the last sector and the first sector of the track. The second sector, Baskinger's gone, but this is just where you're going to see Pericles really shine in this first sector, I believe. DJ Curtis are also going to be doing battle here shortly, especially if Madeline Myatt gets involved in that, as the 1 car has been a bit of a nuisance to get by. She's not the easiest car to lap, I've realized, but keep in mind you can't really criticize her too much anymore because she is the reigning ARCSOA champion. And, Pericles is all over the back of Jake Baskinger now. Remember, there are no longer double points for special events, however, you get 20 bonus points for winning these races. As here comes Baskinger down pit road, Pericles is staying out, Arndt's staying out, Curtis is bringing it down. So now you're seeing, I think right now, Arndt was trying to get by the 1 car, and the 1 wasn't going to be keen about it. Wanted to beat the 1 before pit stops. And now it's up to Pericles to set a pretty quick lap over Baskinger. Big battle here between Gordon Bouchard and Jack Halleck there, as positions have changed a tad, with Moss falling out of the races. Monaco and Halleck are pitting as, Bouchard's coming in as well. Halleck's in the wall, loses control, and has to go around again. I have not seen a car do that before, but Halleck's got to go around again because, well, Bouchard was a bit impatient, and that'll get a steward's inquiry by Bouchard. I know that will, so Bouchard might be going to the steward's office like Sean Angel will. Silver Speed kept their cars out longer here, and now Arndt might have to go another lap because I don't know if the 1's going to let him in. And, well, the 1 does let him in. Here comes the 82 and the 83 in. The 8's in as well. So this is all for the race now. Who gets the fastest run off pit road? Here is Jake Baskinger now, setting up for a almighty run here. The 82 still on pit road. I think this is going to be the 37, really. Here comes the 37 onto the main straightaway here. Here comes the 82 and the 83. Where is the 73, or the 37? 37's out on track. Here they come. They're right in front of each other. Pericles does jab him there. Curtis actually gets Arndt as well, but this battle is even closer now. And we've seen that Pericles is better in certain segments of this race. However, Baskinger's diving with warm tires. There's contact. They're in the wall. They're in the wall. Curtis is coming now. Oh boy, that was an aggressive move there by Baskinger. Baskinger's not giving up yet. Here they come down the straightaway. Oh boy, they're heading on to Death Valley now, and Pericles and Baskinger both have damage. Curtis is there, and Arndt's going to be closing in as well. Oh boy, I don't know if I like that move. Was a little bit naughty there by Baskinger. However, I believe they're going to count it as a racing deal. And Curtis now is in the catbird seat, especially if Baskinger and Pericles are slow because of damage. Here comes Curtis down low. Not going to make the move stick. Here comes Baskinger. Wow, 3 cars lockstep with each other for the lead of this race. A little bit of contact further up the track. And now Baskinger has re-caught Pericles for another turn. here with only 11 laps to go in this race. I don't believe they're going to pit again. And the top 4 now. A blanket is covering them. One mistake by any of these drivers, and who knows, a driver like 5th Eddie Champagne car could win another season opener. But the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta is one of the most important races of the year, and it's showing it right here. Pericles begins to pull away on the 3 here. I believe Baskinger is a bit of a nuisance for Curtis, and Curtis has got to get by him somehow if he's going to have any shot at Pericles. There is some lap cars of Marian Shallrott and Alex Allen in front of this group. That could be a factor for Pericles later in the race. We see Pericles, other than Madeline Knight, has had issues with lap cars. Close battle here between Fitzwater and Gurian for 8th position on the track. As it looks like Gurian is going to get turned by Fitzwater, and around they go into the grass there, and that is going to be a bad thing for both drivers as they're both going to come out with some major damage there. And that was rather silly. Here it is from the blimp cam, the Orion blimp cam, and that's a racing deal if you ask me. And, well, there's not a whole lot these drivers could do. And now Baskinger is back on the back end of Nick Pericles now. But he's going to slide wide here. And that's actually going to set Curtis up for a run here as Baskinger lost a ton of time there. There was a battle between Allen and Shallrott in front of this group. That if this battle continues, oh boy, that won't be good for Pericles. As here comes Curtis down low for 2nd position. And this is what Pericles wants to see, is see Curtis battle Baskinger for a while. However, I believe Baskinger is going to concede this. He is. This battle we were talking about would end in tears as Shallrott and Alex Allen would lose control of the car, slide across the track. And actually, this would hurt Pericles' run through the corner. And it would actually really hurt Baskinger and Arndt as well. Or actually hurt Baskinger, because Arndt's going to get a run on Baskinger now. Down the straightaway as Baskinger was massively held up. And now Arndt's trying to set a move up on him. Down the straightaway they come. Here comes Arndt making a move, but not going to make it stick, as Baskinger holds the position for 3rd. For now, at least, as they get on the straightaway. Arndt's got his bumper to him a little bit there. And now Curtis has to catch Pericles in the lead of this race. And Curtis has caught Pericles, who has, like I said, Pericles has a lot of right side damage. And now, I wouldn't even count Baskinger or Arndt out of this one yet, as we saw that battles can end in tears, and Pericles is not as strong as Curtis right now. And this could be a almighty battle. Keep in mind, as this race goes on, there will be a ton of lap traffic in front. Oh boy, this doesn't look good at all, but they somehow make it work. That's Fitzwater, Lamas, Freeze, Dormitory, and Brock there. Ooh, we got some cars on pit road. That's Noah Hart. I think this the leaders will catch this group, as looks like actually Hart might be a factor for some of these cars here, as Hart's going to come out in between a couple of them here, as Arndt's going to get held up by Hart, and that could have ruined Arndt's race right there. For a chance for a win. Spin up ahead. That is Freeze. Freeze went around there as Curtis nearly clobbers him. That was Freeze and Brock going around. We're going to take a look at that. And Brock's going to get in between Curtis and Pericles. That's what Pericles wants. And we're going to stay with this before we look at the replay. Looks like Curtis is just going to have to out-drag him down the straightaway, but that Mercedes is a powerful car. And just going to be an almighty battle there between Brock there. And Brock's going to try and fight him. Where it is, Pericles has to deal with the Minervini now. However, which line is faster? And it looks like the Minervini is just really, really slow, and that's going to hurt Curtis. Could that have been the race right there? So it started up the track with Fitzwater and then Freeze, and then all three of them went off the track. So that really hurt these group of three right there. Pericles still has to deal with Fitzwater and Lamas here. Curtis has got a clear road up until Pericles, and we've seen that Curtis has been faster than Pericles on this run. Baskinger and Arndt have been dealing with lap traffic as well. However, they're basically out of it now, I think, unless something were to happen between Curtis and Pericles, as they're just picking cars off, trying to catch back up. However, it's all down to how Pericles handles these last two cars, and actually he might get Griffin if Griffin's not careful. However, Pericles slides wide a bit there, and Curtis is going to get a run now, with only a handful of laps to go. The 15 now is really reeling in the 83, as the 83 has not made much of a move here, with only coming to 3 to go. You've got to start doing something if you're Nick Pericles with these lap cars, and Curtis has got to play his cards right here if he's going to win this race. Remember, it's 20 bonus points for winning this race, on top of the 30 that you normally get for winning a race. It's 20 extra ones for this. Here comes Pericles. Pericles pulls this off. I think he's got the win. However, nope, not there. Curtis has got to do a better job here, catching and reeling him in. Does Curtis have the car? Did he use it all up? Is my question now. Is no, it doesn't look like it. Curtis is so fast in the CJ Racing car through this S-Bend complex, and this is where Curtis is going to make up time. Over down the straightaway now, Pericles is being held up now massively by the 59 car. As here they come, Pericles is going to try and make a move, not going to make it stick, and Curtis is all over him with 2 to go. Curtis is around! That was Brock hitting him! And that's it. That's your race right there. Curtis is done. Curtis is done. Brock just didn't use any brakes there. And right there, the race is over. Curtis got manhandled there by Brock. And here's what happened again. We had a good battle ready to heat up here, and Brock just didn't use enough brakes, and that's definitely going to be a steward's inquiry there by Brock. That was absolutely uncalled for. You have no reason to battle like that, and, well, Brock just ruined the race, I think, for him. Meanwhile, welcome to cruise control if you're Nick Pericles. Now, however, Baskinger, I wouldn't cruise just yet. Baskinger's really closed in now, here as Lamas and the 59 are battling now. And now Baskinger is going to be a threat in this. I wouldn't even count Curtis out, because here we go again with the battle now. Here comes Baskinger with only 1 to go now. Baskinger came out of nowhere. Pericles is trying to get Lamas, and is going to get Lamas at this rate, as long as Lamas doesn't try and fight back. And Lamas isn't going to fight back. So now, I think that just settled it right there. Curtis has to pit. Couldn't keep it out there one more lap. He's got fluid leaking all over the track, and ARCSOA's telling him to get it into the pits. And that's going to be so terrible for him. Ooh! That's problems for Ryan Griffin and the Daneker, and ooh, Dodd hit him from 6th. Oh boy, that's in the middle of the track too. The Daneker broke down with 1 to go, and Dodd rammed into him. Yeah, the Daneker Wildcat of Ryan Griffin, former Grand Prix Road Atlanta winner, would break down right here. And, well, he's going to have to pull off to the side as the leaders all fly by him. And Chris Dodd, wherever he is, would just clobber him there. And, well, that wouldn't be good for him. However, Nick Pericles would get lucky as, battle for second, heating up between Arndt and Baskinger here. As long as Pericles gets through this one last time cleanly, he's got him. And Nick Pericles is going to win his first Grand Prix of Road Atlanta, as there's Baskinger and Lamas battling. Pericles wins it, Baskinger second, third goes to Arndt. And fourth is going to go to Eddie Champadkar. Fifth looks like it's going to be Aiden Shepard, who just sneaked into a top 5 finish. So Nick Pericles wins Road Atlanta in a thrilling race, if I have to say so myself. That was one of the best Road Atlanta races we've ever had. And gets 50 points for winning the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta. Let's go down to your finishing results. So Nick Pericles won the race with Jake Baskinger second, John Art third, Eddie Champadkar fourth, Aiden Shepard fifth, Roman Rahal sixth in the Volkswagen. We really didn't expect the Volkswagen to be that strong today. Scott Roush in seventh, Kyle Bisceglia eighth, Bouchard ninth, DJ Curtis 10th after nearly winning this race. 11th for Van der Pesch, coming back from injury, great to see him. Benjamin Dover 12th, Gurian 13th, 14th for Halleck, and 15th for Kenny Myatt, who recovered from his early race shenanigans, or from the early race shenanigans that he was involved in, not of his own doing, might I add, and to get 1 point out of that. Dunbar, Fitzwater, Dodd, Lamas, Hart, Shawrot, Brock, Monaco, Dormitory, Griffin Freeze, Madeline Myatt, Alex Allen, Becca Moss, Angel, Davidson, Tauger, Wallish, Jones, Caldwell, and Ace Vito all will not score points today. Let's go down to your points. So, after one round of the championship, the points don't look that crazy, actually. Nick Pericles with his 50 points for winning a special event. As you can see, kind of by the other edge of this, the special events are labeled in brown. 25 for Baskinger, 20 for Arndt, 18 for Padkar, 16 for Shepard, 14 for Rahal, 12 for Roush. Bisceglia gets 10, Bouchard with 8, Curtis with 6, Van der Pesch with 5, Dover 4th. Dover, we didn't put a lot of pressure on that. Dover getting points was a pretty good day for the Action Terra Brigade. Gurian 3rd, Halleck 2nd with 2 points, and Kenny Myatt with 1. Below that, everybody is just determined based on where they were on the team chart, etc. So the next race is Talladega. If we look over at our left here, Talladega is next with Mexico, Brazil, and then the early American 700 this year because of the heat in California, because it is now a day race. So we will expect a rather interesting race there. That's why we have the Independence 400 where it is as well. So without further ado, there's not a whole lot more to talk about here, and we will see you next week for the Round of Alabama at Talladega.